It was a big night for Torpedo bats. Ellie De La Cruz of the Reds hadn't used it, and then he used it, and then he used up the opposition. The Reds beat the Rangers 14-3. De La Cruz had 7 RBIs. He had a single, double, and 2 home runs with the Torpedo bat for the first time. I don't know. How do you get that bat? Is it FedEx to you? Where are these bats right now? The Yankees, a couple of guys have them. They've been around for a while. It just feels like nobody really paid any attention to them. And then all of a sudden, everybody's paying attention to them. Baseball's allowed these bats. It's already been approved. So, yeah, it's legitimate. Go back to when Babe Ruth was playing. He had a 44-inch bat, a 36-ounce bat. So 44 inches, 36-ounce bat. But back then, power was king. Guys weren't throwing as hard as they are now. Nowhere near that. And go back to 2008. The average fastball in 2008 was 91 miles an hour. It's now 94.2 miles per hour. That trend is going to continue. But you have this futuristic, tapered bat, and the Yankee hitters are taking advantage of it. You're able to catch up to modern velocity here, increase your swing speed, and also you have a sweet spot. Now, if you've ever seen golfers, professional golfers in their clubs, they play with blades. There's a sweet spot that feels like it's about the size of a dime, maybe a quarter. Like you must hit it there. You hit it there, and you'll get the results that you want. We can't play those clubs, but we get clubs that are larger face, and far more forgiving, certainly with a driver. This feels like there is a sweet spot, and if you hit that sweet spot, you're going to get the results that you want. That's the amazing part of this. And guys throwing 100, all right, I can swing a little faster. I don't know if they show this. I know they show exit velocity. I don't know if they show swing speed. Have you seen graphics before with a batter swing speed? We do this with golf. Min-Woo Lee's swing speed was 120 miles an hour. And your top-end golfers will be in that area. I don't know how fast Aaron Judge swings a bat or Shohei Ohtani. But I know they have exit velocity. I'm just curious about how fast are they swinging that bat? Yeah, Paulie?
Yeah, I went to MLB.com, and they did have a stat last year, 11 hitters with the fastest bats in MLB, average bat speed through the zone, and guys like Kyle Schwarber, Ronald Acuna Jr., Aaron Judge, the players you would expect to be on there.
Okay.
But they said about the high end is like 77 miles an hour plus.
Oh, all right. Yeah, golfers, 120 miles an hour. But once again, if you're throwing 100, that's why when guys are doing home run derby, you have to generate all the power because your pitcher is not throwing it that fast. If you've ever seen somebody throwing 100 and then you get a power hitter, like when Randy Johnson and Mark McGwire faced one another, and that was 100, and it was McGwire, and he hit an absolute bomb. Because hitters will say, when you hit it perfectly, you don't feel anything. And that's because they hit the sweet spot. The bat does everything. They timed it correctly. But I don't know if the Torpedo bats are going to be outlawed or they're going to be re-examined. I don't know if there's an outcry unless there's all the pitchers formed a union and they go, we are going on strike. We're not pitching until you get rid of Torpedo bats. Baseball has to love this. Now, if it wasn't the Yankees, would it be as big of a deal? Let's say this was the Indians, the Guardians. Would it be a big deal? It'd be like, oh, man, the Guardians, they're hitting some home runs this year. It wouldn't be, oh, my God, they're cheating the game, but it's the Yankees. And that's why I think it came to the forefront because more people watching. Aaron Judge hits 3 home. He's not even using the Torpedo bat. So we'll talk to Jeff Passan of the Mothership about this. The bat, I think Cody Bellinger was using it last year with the Cubs. Nobody brought it up because Cody Bellinger didn't have a good year. But it's been around, which is kind of strange that all of a sudden it's kind of like pickleball. It's been around for decades. And then all of a sudden, everybody was like, hey, have you played pickleball? Have you seen pickleball? I think it's been around since the 50s.